How did it get so late? It's April 22nd, and while some people are busy planning fancy parties in DC, we're here sorting out what actually matters. Don't get it twisted, though. We can appreciate a little glam and hold the system accountable at the same time. That's the Gaily News way. I'm your host, Elliot Bright, and today we've got a mix of politics, policy, controversy, and international headlines that deserve your attention. Let's roll. First up from Washington, Grindr is making headlines after announcing it will host its very first White House Correspondents' Dinner Party. Yes, that Grindr. The move is being framed as a sign of growing LGBTQ+ visibility in elite political spaces, but not everyone's celebrating. Critics are questioning whether this kind of corporate presence actually advances queer rights or just adds a rainbow gloss to an already exclusive media scene. Either way, it's a moment that shows just how mainstream queer platforms have become. Next, over in California, State Senator Sabrina Cervantes is pushing forward a new bill aimed at expanding equity for LGBTQ+ students in higher education. The proposed legislation would strengthen protections and resources across state colleges, ensuring safer and more inclusive campuses. Advocates say it's a necessary step forward at a time when LGBTQ+ students are facing increasing hostility nationwide. Now, shifting gears to Pennsylvania, a controversial LGBTQ+ migrant wellness program has been abruptly paused after officials admitted the funding behind it was never properly approved. The city has since returned the grant money, raising serious questions about oversight and accountability. Supporters of the program argue that vulnerable LGBTQ+ migrants still desperately need these services, while critics are using the situation to challenge similar initiatives elsewhere. Now for international news. In Russia, one of the country's largest publishers is pushing back after being accused of promoting so-called LGBT extremism following a police investigation. The publisher denies the claims, calling them unfounded and politically motivated. This comes amid an ongoing crackdown on LGBTQ+ expression in Russia, where even neutral or supportive content can now face intense scrutiny or legal consequences. And finally, a developing and complex story. A transgender parent from the United States has been charged with kidnapping after allegedly fleeing to Cuba with their child. The case is raising difficult legal and ethical questions, including custody rights, international law, and how transgender parents are treated within the legal system. Details are still emerging, but it's a story that's already sparking intense debate. That's your Gaily News for April 22nd. From Grindr stepping into the political spotlight to California pushing for LGBTQ+ student protections, a halted migrant wellness program in Pennsylvania, a publisher under fire in Russia, and a high-stakes custody case involving a trans parent. Today's stories remind us that visibility, rights, and justice are all still very much in motion. Thank you for tuning in, my beautiful listeners. Stay fierce, stay informed, stay grounded, and keep showing up for each other. This has been Elliot Bright with the Gaily News. Hit subscribe, share with your chosen family, and I'll be back tomorrow.